GitHub Copilot now writes nearly half of all developer code worldwide. 15 million developers use it every single day. But here's the thing, 90% of them are using it as a fancy autocomplete. Tab, tab, tab. That's it. They're leaving 80% of Copilot's power completely untouched. Today, I'm going to show you 10 tricks that most developers don't know about, features that turn Copilot from a suggestion engine into an autonomous coding agent. Let me show you what most developers do with Copilot. They open their editor, start typing a function, and wait for the gray ghost text to appear. If it looks right, they hit tab. If not, they keep typing. That's the entire workflow. But in March 2026, Copilot got agent mode, Agentic code review, MCP server support, custom agents, and an entirely new CLI. The tool you installed 6 months ago? It's a completely different product now, and these 10 tricks will prove it. Trick number 1, /commands. Instead of writing custom prompts every time, Copilot has built-in shortcuts that do common tasks instantly. Type /explain on any function, and Copilot breaks down exactly what it does, line by line. /fix finds and patches bugs in your selected code. /tests generates a complete test suite. /doc writes documentation. And /new scaffolds an entirely new project. These aren't fancy prompts. They're purpose-built commands that Copilot has been specifically trained on. They work better and faster than typing a manual prompt every single time. Trick number 2, file references. This is the single biggest context hack in Copilot. When you're chatting with Copilot, type #file and then the file name. This tells Copilot to read that specific file before answering. So instead of saying, look at my auth module, you say #file auth.ts, and Copilot has the full context. You can reference multiple files at once. #file schema.ts, #file routes.ts. Now Copilot understands your data model and your API layer simultaneously. This alone makes the chat 10 times more accurate. Trick number 3, custom instructions. This is the file that makes Copilot actually understand your project. Create a file called .github/copilot-instructions.md in your repo root. Inside, write your coding standards. Things like, we use TypeScript strict mode. We prefer functional components with hooks. Error handling must use our custom result type. Never use any type. Once this file exists, every suggestion Copilot makes follows your rules. And because it's committed to your repo, every teammate gets the same tuned Copilot. Think of it as Claude.md, but for Copilot. One file, permanent improvement. Trick number 4, next edit suggestions. This feature predicts where you'll edit next and pre-fills the change. You rename a variable in one place, and Copilot highlights every other location that needs updating across multiple files. You change a function signature, and Copilot suggests updating every caller. It's not just autocomplete anymore, it's understanding your intent and propagating changes. Look for the blue sparkle icon in your editor. When you see it, hit Tab and Copilot jumps you to the next edit. It's like having a pair programmer who reads your mind. Trick number 5, and this is the big one, agent mode. This went generally available in March 2026, and it fundamentally changes how Copilot works. Instead of suggesting code line by line, you describe a task in natural language. Copilot then creates a plan, determines which files need changes, edits them, runs terminal commands, executes your tests, and iterates on errors until the task is done. You say, add user authentication with JWT tokens, and Copilot creates the middleware, updates the routes, adds the config, writes the tests, and runs them. It's not autocomplete. It's an autonomous coding agent living inside your editor. Trick number 6, Agentic code review. Copilot doesn't just write code anymore. It reviews it too. When you open a pull request, Copilot gathers full project context, analyzes every changed file, and suggests improvements. But here's the real trick. It can take its own suggestions and turn them into fix PRs automatically. So Copilot reviews your code, finds a potential null pointer issue, and instead of just leaving a comment, it opens a new PR with the fix. Code review that actually fixes the problems it finds. That's Agentic. Trick number 7, agent hooks. This is for developers who want Copilot to work with less friction. Hooks let you define automatic behaviors that trigger during agent mode. You can set up auto-approve for MCP tool calls so Copilot doesn't pause to ask permission every time. You can create custom pre-actions that run before Copilot starts, like pulling the latest changes or checking environment variables, and post-actions that run after, like formatting code or running lint. Hooks turn agent mode from a conversational tool into a fully automated pipeline. Trick number 8, MCP server connections. This is where Copilot breaks out of the editor. MCP, the Model Context Protocol, lets Copilot connect to external tools and data sources. Connect a database MCP server and Copilot can query your production schema. Connect a Figma MCP server and it can read your design tokens. Connect a Jira server and it can read tickets and update them after implementation. Copilot with MCP isn't just reading your code files, it's reading your entire development ecosystem. And in JetBrains, auto-approve for MCP is already in preview, meaning Copilot can use these tools without asking you every single time. Trick number 9, GitHub Spark. This one is wild. Describe an application in plain English, a habit tracker with streak counts and a dark mode dashboard, and Copilot generates the entire thing. Working code, live preview, instant iteration. You don't open an IDE, you don't touch a terminal, you just talk to it and refine. It's available on Pro Plus and Enterprise plans, and it's GitHub's bet on the vibe coding future. For quick prototypes, internal tools, and proof of concepts, Spark is genuinely faster than coding from scratch. And trick number 10, Copilot CLI. Copilot isn't just in your editor anymore, it's in your terminal. Copilot CLI went GA in early 2026 with 2 powerful modes. Plan mode analyzes your codebase and creates a step-by-step implementation plan before writing any code. And autopilot mode executes that plan autonomously, reading files, running commands, editing code, and fixing errors without manual intervention. It even has specialized agents. Explore for fast codebase analysis and task for running builds and tests. Terminal-first developers, this one's for you. So there you have it, 10 GitHub Copilot tricks that most developers are completely missing. Slash commands, file references, custom instructions, next edit suggestions, agent mode, agentic code review, agent hooks, MCP servers, GitHub Spark, and Copilot CLI. Copilot in 2026 isn't an autocomplete tool, it's an autonomous coding agent. If you want to see me go deeper on any of these, especially agent mode versus Claude Code, hit subscribe and drop a comment. I'll see you in the next one.